Coach, what did you see there down the stretch that kind of gave Toronto the edge?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our guys did a heck of a job of battling. A couple sloppy turnovers here and there, a couple missed box outs and second chance points we allowed were probably, the cause of that. But, man, that was a heck of a fight against an experienced team, a physical game, and I thought our guys did a great job of battling.
What did you notice about Jase as the game went on?
Man, his toughness, like we said, physical game for his second, experience with these NBA minutes. His ability to handle the physicality, his ability to get us organized. I mean, you see, he just has a knack for, finding a bucket when we really needed one. But he did a great job of getting downhill and creating offense for us. So, like I said, proud of the way he battled.
It's only been 2 games, but do you see any improvement between game 1 and game 2 for Jase?
Most definitely. I thought the game seemed to slow down a little bit for him. I thought he did a better job of just being patient, getting us into what we were trying to do. And it's really difficult the way they were playing and the way they were pressing and trapping, and I thought he handled it phenomenally. So, yeah, big-time growth.
His ball handling seems to be really impressive at his size. Is that one of the main things that you're really noticing about his game? And just how far can he go as like a point forward?
Yeah, I told him during the game his superpower is his speed and his quickness and his ball handling. So when he kind of slows down and starts to see the game the way he did today, he can use that superpower and he can create a lot of offense for us, and that's what he did.
Does it seem like he moves well for his size?
Yeah, he moves very well. Like I said, he's like his quickness, his speed, that's his superpower, and so he's got to lean into that offensively, defensively. But that's what it is.
What did you see from Wendell Moore Jr. today?
Oh, he was big time for us. I thought his aggression getting downhill. I thought, like I said, he handled the pressure the way they were playing, and that's comes from his experience. But his ability to get downhill and create offense for us, his energy on the defensive end, I thought Wendell was huge for us.
How would you best describe your team through 2 games so far?
Man, our team is really resilient. Like I said, we've had a lot of adversity within 2 games. We've played 2 really experienced teams, and our guys' ability to handle that, battle back no matter what the circumstances have been really impressive. And I told them in there, if we play the way we did today, the rest of these 3 games, I feel great about where we're at.
With Tristan, how much more do you expect him to play, and what did you take away from his first 2 games here?
That'll be something we discuss moving forward. But like I said, I thought Tristan got better today as well. I thought he did a good job being patient. There were times where he was kind of forced into that primary ball handler role, and I thought he handled it well. Kind of similar to Wendell, I thought he did a great job getting downhill when we needed him to and making plays for us. So I thought Tristan showed growth as well.
Was that part of the goal, is to get guys like Tristan roll, chances in a roll he's not going to get from the fall?
Yeah, any experience is good experience. Like this experience of him handling and being, the main creator will benefit us down as we go through the season. Because we know the ups and downs of the season. We never know what roles guys are going to have to play. So I thought he did a great job with that role. I thought he did a great job when he was off the ball. Like I said, he's versatile, so I think he's growing in both areas.
What did you like from Noah? Like, he kind of stood out as a guy who just kind of gets it.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got a knack for where to be on the floor. His instincts are phenomenal. I thought his rebounding for us was huge today. His ability to pick up things on the fly. We played him at the 5 today, which he had never done before. And so his ability to just kind of handle that and keep moving and jump right into it, I thought was phenomenal.
Yeah, you had him more inside. Like, he came in as a wing, but he almost came off as like a stretch 4 kind of guy today. I mean, the shot comes there.
Yeah, like I said, his versatility allowed us to use him as another ball handler to relieve pressure and bring the ball up the court. And he did a great job, whether he was at the 4, whether he was at the 5. He got us into what we needed to do, and he helped us run our offense. So, great job.
Thanks, Ameer.
Thanks, man.
Jase, what did you see there down the stretch that kind of gave Toronto the edge?
I think their physicality. I think they came out, they were more physical than us, and they just kind of outworked us at the end. But overall, it was a super competitive game, super physical game, and that's something we live for.
What, if anything, changed for you in the second half for you to be able to get going offensively?
Just getting downhill, driving, finishing through contact. I think that was one of the biggest things in the first half. I was trying to shy away from it a little bit, so just going into the second half, staying aggressive, keeping my mindset, and trying to get to the basket.
How dangerous are you when you do get downhill like that?
I think very dangerous. I think I can do a lot of things in that. I can score for myself. I can get my teammates involved, and I feel like it's just a lot of different ways I can give a bucket for the team.
Coach said it seemed like the game was slowed down for you between the last game and this one. You notice anything different about the way you played, or just the way you're seeing the game?
Definitely, just my pace. Not try to get rushed when guys like Jamal Sheed, who's a top defender in the league, he's pressuring you. So just taking my time, slowing down, and just seeing what I'm seeing.
pressuring ball handlers off the floor something that you feel you can really excel at in the NBA?
Definitely. I think I can improve at it, but I think that's one of the biggest things. I kind of do it as a smaller guard in the NBA. You got to stand out some way. So, just picking up, pressuring the ball, getting up 94 feet and guarding.
What did you notice from Noah today?
Super physical today. I mean, he was getting to the basket, getting a lot of great rebounds for us, getting boards. And, he was just being super physical defensively, hands everywhere. He's getting a lot of steals, a lot of deflections, so we need that from him.
How unique is it for someone his size to have the ball handling skills that he has?
Oh, super. When a guy's that big and he's able to bring up the ball, it's kind of like a point forward in a way. So when you have somebody like that who can also bring the ball up, it makes it easier for the rest of the team.
Thanks, Jase.
Thank you.
So what did you see there down the stretch that kind of gave Toronto the edge?
I feel like it doesn't come down to the last possession of the game. In the beginning of the game, we're kind of on our heels with their physicality and the way that we're playing. More worried about the refs than playing just as physical. But throughout the second half, we kind of matched that, and that's what got us back into the game. But it doesn't necessarily come down to the single last possession of the game.
How did you notice Jase leaning into that physicality, getting downhill as the game went on?
He's doing a great job. Especially him being a little lower. He gets the edge and he's fast, so he gets downhill and makes the right plays. So he's been playing really well against that physicality.
What stood out to you about Noah and the way he moves with his size and the ball handling?
Yeah, it's nice to see how he moves out there and gives a little body check every once in a while. He's a big dude, so he's playing really well too. Yeah.
Where do you feel you've improved the most since last season ended?
Just being overall more comfortable. I'm trying to make sure that I get my work in and have my handle a little tighter and make sure that I make the right reads coming off of pick and roll situations. Have the ball a little bit more in my hands. And then just being a leader on the floor.
We were talking before about Noah's ball handling and playmaking. You obviously can do the same. Just how much of a luxury is it that so many guys on your main team, Orlando, can do that, especially with so much size?
Yeah, multiple threats out there. It's kind of you gotta, as a defender, you kind of gotta have your head on a swivel and know where everybody is at all times, and you can't take possessions off. So that's a luxury to have from position 1 through 5, having people that can make plays.
I'm not sure how much more you'll play here, but what do you think you've gotten out of these first 2 summer league games?
I feel like I got some good bump out of it. We're trying to kind of see where I'm at in terms of my improvement and what we've been working on over the summer, physically and on the court. And I feel like there's some good glimpses in there. Obviously, also stuff to still improve upon and learn from this experience. But I feel like this was a really, really good thing for me.
Thanks, Tristan.